This is music, and this is another episode of Maid of Steel. Welcome to another episode of Maid of Steel, the series of videos where I go through my collection of band-maid releases, physical and digital, and I just talk about them, so these are not reaction videos. We have covered all the full-length albums, the mini albums as well, so that means that now we're exploring their singles, and today we're going to have a look at this one here, Daydreaming, Choose Me. But I also just want to say that I had a chance to watch the acoustic version of Sayonakidori that they did as part of, I think, a Christmas, acoustic Christmas online concert. And I've heard that that concert will be released, by the way, on CD, or some acoustic online concert will be. So I will probably pick that one up because I was actually really surprised by how much I enjoyed that acoustic version of Sayonakidori. I prefer the album version because it has, electric lead guitars and all that stuff. But this stripped down acoustic version was very, very good, very interesting too. It's very simple, it's very stripped down, it's very emotional. So is the album version, but the album version is more emotional in the sense that it's melancholic and there's a sense of desperation and emotional volatility to it. This one is more melancholic and soft and tender and kind of sad in a way. So very, very interesting interpretation of one of their own songs. Sayonakidori is probably one of my favorite songs of the Unseen World album. And I would say Miku does the singing here because it's a Miku song, and she sounds great on this version. She hits some nice falsetto notes that I noticed she doesn't hit on the album version, and it's good she doesn't do that on the album version. It wouldn't work because the album version is a hard rock song, but on this already stripped down and melancholic acoustic version, those soft falsetto notes she just hits every now and then, just fits everything perfectly. So I want to really praise Miku for her vocal performance on this acoustic version of the song. She has a raw, unpolished, sounds untrained singing voice, but that just fits this song very well. So great job. She sounds amazing here. The bass sounds good too. I mean, the sound of the bass itself is quite bottom heavy, which is necessary, I think, in an acoustic setup. And Misa, like Misu, that's like a cloned, whatever. Misa sounds great in her performance on the bass as well, and the drumming is great too. So a really, really nice acoustic version of one of my favorite songs from the Unseen World album. I do prefer, as I said, the album version because it has Kanami playing the guitar. And I do like when Kanami plays the guitar. She's an excellent guitar player for sure. Anyways, I just wanted to just throw that Sayonakidori song in the mix. Let's turn to Daydreaming, Choose Me, single from 2017. Two of the songs, Daydreaming and Play, also appeared on the absolutely great World Domination album. So I have actually talked about them, but let's just revisit them. So Daydreaming is a ballad, and it's a good ballad. As I mentioned in a video, I belong to the generation of people that have been traumatized by the god-awful late 80s, early 90s glam metal, hair metal, power ballad. But this one here, Daydreaming, is not like that at all. It's a great epic sounding ballad, It's melancholic, it's slow. It has some nice, really nice guitar details just spread all over the song. The drumming is actually very good too. And there's a really nice guitar solo by Kanami. And the vocals, actually, Saiki's vocals are just amazing on this song. She's a great vocalist. She's certainly among my favorite vocalists. I do have many favorite vocalists, but she's one of them for sure. And it's as I said, it's kind of epic. It's just, if you like your ballads, I think you'll like Daydreaming. If you don't like your ballads, that's okay. Choose Me is an up-tempo hard rocker. It is strangely upbeat and uplifting and melancholic at the same time, but I noticed that is actually kind of characteristic of band-maid's sort of more recent output after they started writing their own material. It has a really, really catchy chorus in terms of the vocals, and nothing new there. They're really good at that. The bass and the guitar are just, they have a nice, drive. They just chuck along, and that just fits this hard rock song perfectly. There's a really, really awesome melodic guitar solo, and it's a memorable guitar solo too, I think. So overall, Choose Me is a very enjoyable song. I mean, granted, it is melodic. It does have some pop sensibilities, but that's what's part of band-maid's style. But if you don't have a problem with that, I think you'll like that song, Choose Me. The last song on the single is Play, and that also appears on World Domination. Choose Me doesn't, as far as I remember. And Play is just an upbeat and groovy, fun song. The drumming rules in this song. It's cool drumming, as usual. Awesome vocal melodies, and it's a song that has lots of attitude to it, and it's just a fun hard rock song. So that's my take on Daydreaming, Choose Me. You can perhaps argue, if you have World Domination, is it worth picking it up? I'll leave that up to you. I'll say that Choose Me is a good song. So to me, it was worth picking it up in digital format. But yeah, so that's another episode of Maid of Steel. Thanks for watching.